Hello YouTubers. But a quick run on the bike. Seems it's such a beautiful balmy evening. It is lovely, like, it is gorgeous. A little bit of wind, but what can you do? What can you do? So, no plans or anything, just gonna probably ride west into the sun. Yeah. So July the 19th we're all gonna be free, or as free as they'll let us be anyway. Can't imagine all these corporations letting go of all the restriction that they've put in. You know, things like wearing masks in supermarkets and stuff like that, but because obviously it'll affect their insurance and stuff. So I filled the bike up earlier, and it's the first time in a very, very, very long time that I've spent more than 20 quid on petrol. Couldn't believe it. Unbelievable. £1.30 a bloody litre. Crazy, like. £1 bloody 30. Hey, Robert buggers they are. Daylight bloody robbery is what it is. Daylight bloody robbery. So like I say, I've got no plans tonight. Just riding wherever. I'll head towards those hills, I think. Feel that wind. Must be a southwesterly, I think. Yeah, but look at it. What a gorgeous evening for being out on the bike. You know, this is what it's about, like. Hopefully it stays like this for a bit, because I'd really like to get and make some vlogs, like. Like one in particular I want to vlog about is why I'm so pro-nuclear. Have a ride down to Sellafield. Or wind scale as it was once known. Yeah, so look out for that in the future. Yeah, I suppose I could talk about the bike now that I've had it for however many miles. I do like this bike, like. It is lovely. It's just a sweet spot bike for me. It's not the fastest bike, it's not the most powerful bike, it's not the lightest bike. Some might say it's not the prettiest bike, but to me it's a sweet spot, like, sweet spot bike. Just fantastic. Yeah, like I say, I'm not a massive Honda fan, if I'm quite honest. You know, I like my Suzuki's more than any other bikes. You know, there's just something about Suzuki's there. A brake light out, kiddo. Yeah, it is a sweet spot bike, like, and comfortable as well. You know, that's something else I like about it. You know, it's supremely comfortable for me. Just feels brilliant, like. I think we'll head to Dalston and up over Warnell Fell. Sounds like a plan. Yeah, I wish I'd got into VFRs a bit earlier, like. It would have been interesting to go through all the different types, especially that FI one, you know, the 800 FI with its gear driven cams and all that, because obviously this is chain driven cams. You know, they went back to chain driven cams with the VTEC engine here. And get that gear whine on them. Quite weird that exhaust note change when you get into the VTEC. Like, it doesn't do anything, you know, unlike the previous model, but when it kicks in, the exhaust note just changes, you know, completely different exhaust note, like. Quite funny. I think I'll just switch off the there we go, I've switched off the traction control. Let's see what difference that makes, whether it does anything weird or anything. Yeah, it doesn't make any difference to the power or anything. Put the traction control back on. Not that I need it, like, but not that I'll be needing it, as you all probably know, especially if you've watched on the channel before. I'm not the fastest rider in the world. Slow down, 30 mile an hour, man, 30 mile an hour. But to me it's a great bike, like, it looks great as well, you know what I mean, which is one of the most important things to me, you know, that a bike looks right, you know. Something else I really do like about it as well is the rear end. You know, the fact that it's got, you can't really, you know, go down the you know, the tail tidy route. I suppose you could, you know, I suppose you could take those bits off that hold the panniers. And there'd be a big job just to strip your tail out a bit, like. But what it does do, in the rain, you don't get covered in bloody crap. Which I suppose with a bike like this is what you want, you know what I mean? It's you know, it's sports tourer, you know, has touring in its name, so I suppose if you're touring you're going to get caught in the rain quite a bit, and you know, you don't want to be having a big stripe up your back. Like even with those things that poke out the back, you know, those weird looking fenders that a lot of bikes have these days, you know, you still get crap everywhere, like. But with this, very little crap gets on you. Very little crap, which is a good thing, eh? You know, it is a good thing, like. And it does look alright on the bike as well, you know what I mean? It's, you know, that flared back end, like, it does look alright, like. The clocks are, well, they're kind of old school, I suppose, compared to today's clocks. But gives you everything you need to know on them. All displayed pretty good. I think one of the things that I would have liked to have seen on it is fuel range, but you know, I don't know how many other bikes have that. I'm sure there's a few of them will have these days, but in 2014 when this came out, I don't think there'd have been many, would there? But that would be a good thing on this, you know, being a sport tourer. What else I like about this bike? There's so many things. A single-sided swing arm, you know, although it's a very heavy item, you know, especially when you're talking about unsprung weight and stuff, it has that excellent advantage of when you're doing your chain up, that you're not having to piss around aligning your wheel there. I did that at the weekend, actually. Did my chain tension. It was only slightly loose, like, because I'd done it at 600 miles. Yeah, it was spot on there. Well, when I say it was spot on, I'd adjusted it spot on. But that does tend to make a difference on most bikes, like, especially changing gear and stuff, you know, and low speed. You know, the way it handles low speed, you know, on and off the throttle sort of thing. If your chain tension's right, it's usually a lot nicer, like. Look at that. What a lovely evening. What a gorgeous evening. Yeah, I like the fact that the twin headlights are both on while you're riding. I haven't really ridden the bike at night, so I can't really say what the lights are like, you know, in the evening. I know when I've been in slightly darker conditions, you know, you can see where it's shining, but other than that, you know, I don't know what they're like at night. I can imagine they'll be as good as any. You know, especially the fact that you've got 4 lights on. You know, when you put the the main beam on, or the high beam on should I say, it you know, it leaves the main beam lights on as well, so you've got 4 headlights, so you're going to get pretty good spread of light, I would imagine. Yeah. Something I don't like about it is it's a bit rattly, the fairings. I think it's mostly the screen, and it obviously having the camera on there won't help, you know, but it is a bit rattly. And I've got a bit of sticky foam lying about in the garage, and I think what I'll probably do is take the screen off and put some of that sticky foam under it, just so as it doesn't rattle quite so much. It was actually pointed out to us by a viewer that they could hear it rattling, which was nice of them to point out, but you know, obviously I can hear it when I'm on the bike, which, you know, when you think of Hondas, you don't expect that sort of thing. Like, they're normally you know, much better build quality than that, like, yeah. I like the bronze look of the wheels. Nice looking wheels, like, you know, and the way it matches with the handlebar and the triple tree, or the top triple tree anyway, or the top yoke should I say. We're not in America. The top yoke. There's a bump on here somewhere. Where's that bloody... there it is. I still hit it. Still managed to hit that bloody bump. Yeah, there's very few things that I dislike about this bike, like. Very few things. It's a great little bike. Yeah. Engine wise, I can imagine without the FI, without the VTEC, low down it would have a lot more punch, like, but I don't know, because obviously you're only running off 2 valves per cylinder instead of the 4 when the VTEC opens up. By gum, that's bright. That's a very, very bright. Getting the shine off the road and off the sun. Like, I put my semi-visor on, semi-dark visor, light smoke, whatever you want to call it, instead of having the dark smoked one on, you know, just because I thought, you know, depending how long I'm going to be out, you know, I don't want to have the dark smoked on if the sun gans in, you know, or the sun goes down. just going to stop here for a minute. No, I'm not. Because I need to have a pee, would you believe it, already? Had a can of Pepsi earlier on, and it tends to get right bloody through us, like. Well, we got cows up here now, have we? I'm gonna slow down for these buggers. Alright, little fella. Oh, there's a Solway belted there. Well, I think it was a Solway belted cow anyway. It's alright, sheep, it's alright, don't panic, don't panic. Alright, don't panic, little fella, don't panic. Don't panic, don't panic. Alright, don't panic. Bloody sheep, eh? Seem a bit skittish this evening. Not all of them like, but one or two of them seem a bit skittish. Maybe they're new up on the fell. Look at that, like. That's Dale Beck, that big crease in the mountain there. Lovely up there, like. Great place to walk. A great place to walk, it really is. I used to love taking the dog up there. He used to love it and all, like. Somebody out taking pictures, can't argue with that. Nice evening for that crack. Yeah, something else I've got for the bike. I've got myself a private number plate. I never thought I'd see the day, but I couldn't resist this one. When I saw it, I thought, I'm having that. So I bought it off DVLA, got it all set up on the insurance and all that sort of carry on, and swapped it over on the bike. And I went to our local Halfords, you know, to get a new plate. I says, I need a new number plate for my bike. He says, oh, we don't do motorcycle ones anymore. I says, what, you don't do the square ones? He says, no. So we've got a new supplier there. I says, well, you know, there's more than just motorbikes have square ones, you know. You know, vans and 4x4s and what have you. She says, I don't know, mate, you know, just like, you know, we've got a new supplier and we've got no, what do you call it? I says, never mind, I'm not going to wait 3 days for one. Because they said, you know, we can order them. I said, I'm not going to wait 3 days for one, so I'll get them somewhere else. So I went to my local Honda dealer. Hey bud. There's somebody on a grom or something there. And it only cost us 15 quid. And I'm sure last time I replaced a number plate, which I think was on the CB650. I'm sure it cost us more than that. And that would have been a couple of years ago, that like. Yeah. So when I do find somewhere to pull up for a piss, I'll show you my number plate, because I think it's quite cool. And strangely, I'm not the first one to do this neither. On the forums I put it up, the number plate, you know, just look how cool this is sort of crack. And there was at least 3 other people who says, aye, I'm cool as well, and showed their number plates, which were very, very similar. But hell, that's some pothole, that. So we'll go this way, by Ullswater. Long time since I've been along here, like. In fact, I think the last time I was along here was a push bike. Again, not the best road this neither, but there is some nice views of Ullswater. Plus it's quite a quiet road, so I can get a piss somewhere. Hopefully there'll be a passing place somewhere. Stop here somewhere. Look at the bloody potholes in here. I've probably made a big mistake here, like. Yes, I think I may have done. I'll have to keep my eyes well and truly open along here. So, I'm going to do the toilet and then I'll be back. So that's that done. So that's the number plate. How cool is that? My VFR. My VFR. But there are other people who've done the same thing. Like my 56 VFR and that sort of, my 58 VFR and blah de blah. So I wasn't first to the game there, unfortunately. But yeah, great minds think alike, that's what I say. Yeah, but my VFR. Of course, if I ever do sell it, which I really don't think I'm gonna be, you know, it can go with the bike. Or do I just keep it? Oh my giddy aunt, this was a bad idea, I think. But as long as we keep the speed down and look out for the potholes, we should be okay. God, can't remember it being this bad on the bike, like on the push bike, that is. And again, roads these days have just been left to bloody rot, like. Well, I do remember this hill on the push bike. I remember once we came up here, we'd been to Keswick on the push bikes. It was me and my mate Badger coming up this hill, and it was the hottest day of the year, that particular year, about 2001 I think. Absolutely roasting, and the the sweat was absolutely pouring out of my forehead, and it was literally hissing on the crossbar as it hit the crossbar, absolutely roasting. And you can see this hot hill just goes on forever, like. There's a big old pothole. It's been a long time since I've been down here, very long time. Jesus, look at this. Honest to God, eh? You know, the states of the roads in England nowadays, like, it's freaking ridiculous. Like, it's all these Chelsea tractors that are about, eh? You know, all these big 4x4s that weigh a bloody ton. Ridiculous. See what I forgot to do while I was having a toilet break? I forgot to check my camera just to see that, well, A, that it's working, of course, and B, there isn't any, what's I'm gonna call it on it, any flies, and it looks okay. I'll just get a better look at that, I think. Yeah, we're working, and yeah, everything seems to be tickety-boo. Now there's Overwater in front of us, one of the smaller lakes. I don't think you can actually get down to it, like, but I could be wrong. Oh yes, I remember coming up here on the push bike. It was murder. These potholes, Jesus Christ, like, it's ridiculous. It's embarrassing even, you know what I mean? You know, the parish councils, they want bloody shotter, or whoever, you know, looks after the roads, you know what I mean? Especially, you know, these rural roads, like, you know, they need to be looked after, like, eh? Should have maybe turned right there just to have a look at Overwater. Yeah, here's another one. That was deep as my bloody pockets. Bloody grit around and all. Actually, wouldn't surprise us if they've put chippings down just to hide the bloody holes. Ooh, you bugger. That's the usual trick that they have. Put a load of chippings down, it'll hide the holes. I'm doing some twining tonight, aren't I? I mean, like, doesn't matter where you go, and I'm sure it'll be the same down south. You know, the roads these days are just an absolute disgrace, like. Yeah, main roads, not so bad. But these rural roads have just been left to rot, as I say. You know, there'll come a point where they're all bloody, you know, tracks rather than roads. Hey, watch the potholes, lad. There's Skiddaw in front of us. So this brings us out on the A591, this, but a bit further along here. I used to go walking up there actually with the dog, up that path there, which took you up to Kirkstone. By gum. Yeah, but Cumbria County Council, if you're watching, sort your roads out. You want people to come and visit places like this. A lot of people park up here as well to go up Skiddaw. There's another car park along here, so the roads should get progressively better. That's Kirkstone there, part of the Skiddaw Massive. The car parks. Ooh, Mr. Pigeon. Catch the pigeon. Bing bong. Brrr. Pigeon. Remember that? Catch the pigeon. Ah, show me age there. Show me age. Whoa. Cars out. That bloody sun in your eyes. Yeah, makes things a little bit difficult to see. Hey, I can't remember this road being so long. Yeah, it's strange, eh? You know what I mean? When you've been along the road ages ago, you know, it seems, am I lost here or what? I'm not, like, I know, you know, I'm on the right road. We'll be joining the main road shortly, I would say. Where from there? God knows. God knows. I think I might head out towards Thirlmere again, actually. Too far away now. I remember this part of the road now. Yeah, car parks there where people park to go up onto Ullswater Pike and up Skiddaw that way. Or at least that's where I used to park, and up there anyway. Up that side of Skiddaw. There we go. The A591. Woohoo! I say. Give the fucking engine a bit of air now. Oh dear. Been along this a few times with yous, this road. It's a nice road, this. You do tend to get a lot of cars coming at you at the wrong side of the road, like, but other than that, it's a nice road for riding along. Yeah, it was a hell of an experience riding along that road on the push bike, you know, going the other way up them hills. I was a fit bugger in them days, mind, when it came to, you know, the old GS riders. They don't like to wave at you, do they? Fucking GS riders. Worse than BMW car drivers. Yeah, so where should we go next? We've got about 3 or 4 miles to make some sort of decision. I suppose I could go up Ullswater. been a long time since I've been up there, I don't know. In fact, I think the last time I was up there, or doing the whole thing, was on a push bike. So you're talking 20 years ago. I used to go up there and park in the car park to go up Grisdale Pike, but I'd never go the whole way over to Lawton. I think I'll just go up to head towards Thirlmere and maybe nip over the Kirkstone Pass. That sounds like a plan, like. It's a nice night. It's a lovely night. It's lovely when it's like this, like. There you go, the engine temperature's back down to 70 odd. It was only in the 80s, like, but on those little roads, you know. It normally runs at around 77, 78. Or certainly the way I ride anyway. And the fan usually kicks in at 100. Those mountains. In this time of day, it's something about it, eh? I love it, like, when it's like this. Yeah, lovely. Access 50 yards, eh? Cloud, good cloud, we don't cloud. Especially if we were heading over there. I'm gonna have to have a think, aren't I? Tell you what, actually, Keswick. It's actually pronounced Keswick. Well, that's how we pronounce it round here anyway. Keswick, not Keswick. Keswick. I love it when it's like this, honestly. You know, when you get the shadows on the mountains. Fantastic. Well, lads and lasses, we're back. Hey, yeah, I thought I'd just speed up the footage through there, like, again. It's lovely, isn't it? What a lovely night. I think what I might do while I'm out here, like, is just see if we can get to Thirlmere Dam from this side of it. I think the turn off is just after the dual carriageway bit, so I'll just check it, see if we can get down to the dam. If we can't, we can't, you know, but it'd be nice to have a look. Starting to feel a little bit colder with the clouds and what have you. A bit breezier as well. Still a gorgeous evening though. Gorgeous. Here's a dual carriageway. So like I say, I think the turn off is just after the dual carriageway, whereas where we came back onto it last time I was up this area, it actually brought us out here actually, so I couldn't even turn right, couldn't even turn right to go to St John's in the Vale, if I remember rightly. Right then, there's this turn off, nothing behind. I know there's a caravan park here. There we go, this is it. Close, but where does it close? This is the thing. Does it close? And look at this, Jesus Christ, holy shamoly. Now, does it close near to the dam? Or do we have to walk bloody miles to get to it? This is the question. Bloody hell, this road's a bloody mess and all, isn't it? We're gonna have to walk miles. We'd have to walk miles. I know this road goes down to where they're doing some works and stuff. You know, I'm actually tempted to take the chance, like. So can't really get bloody hell, flies, eh? I'm gonna fly in my helmet. Get out. Oh shit. Yeah, I didn't want to take the chance there. I don't know what happened with the camera there, it seemed to switch itself off for some reason. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So I think we'll have a run over Dunmail Raise and looks like a nice caravan site this actually. One or two statics as well. Don't know whether they're for rent or not, like, but it'd be cool if they were. Yeah, my camera switched off for some reason. My helmet camera. I have to keep an eye on that. I should maybe raise it up a little bit, the camera, just so as I can see the light flashing. But I heard it going off there, so I'm hoping that I've got all the footage. Fingers crossed, otherwise you won't be seeing this. No, we're travelling down the A592, I think it is, which is one of the main roads through the Lake District. What I plan to do is just go up over Kirkstone Pass and along Ullswater and home. It's a shame about this band of cloud that's we're about to go into though. Hopefully it won't mess up my footage too much because I've got the ND filters on again. Certainly won't make a difference as we're going by the lake, like, but it might make a difference in places like this where there's a little less light because of the trees. Here's Thirlmere. A beautiful lake, or reservoir, whatever you want to call it, or mere for that matter, because there is only one lake in the Lake District officially, and that is Bassenthwaite Lake, although people call Windermere Lake Windermere. But it's actually a mere. Then you've got things like Coniston Water, which is a water. I know, it's all very confusing. It's all a bit pedantic, I know, to be quite honest. But if you ever ask the question, how many lakes are there in the English Lake District, in one of your pop quizzes or something like that, it is one, and it is Bassenthwaite Lake. For your bonus point, it's Bassenthwaite Lake. Nice night. What a gorgeous night. This is a nice road now that they've sorted it, eh? It used to be quite bumpy and, well, you know, pretty much like most roads are these days. But they sorted it all out when it had closed, and due to a landslide. And it's an absolute joy to ride along now until you get to the top of Dunmail Raise here. And when it widens up, it's still pretty bad. And then as we look to the right there, we'll see the Lion and the Lamb. The Lion and the Lamb. Looks totally different in this light. Totally different. It doesn't really look like a lion and a lamb when it's in this light. It's starting to get pretty dark. I dare say my footage is going to be looking pretty awful. There you go, the Lion and the Lamb. And I dare say I'm going to have to stop shortly and check my camera lens again, because my visor is a bloody state. Oh, you're using your brakes a bit much there, lad. I did a bad thing there, didn't I? I did a very bad thing there, crossing the double white lines. Of course, the police are encouraging people with webcams dash cams, that's what I'm trying to say, to dob people in for anything like that. And there'll be plenty of people that do it, you know. Yes, plenty of people would be willing to dob you in for overtaking at an inappropriate time. Oh, what a nice night though. Like I say, it's only spoilt by this little bit of cloud that's kicking about, but lovely. Here's Grasmere. Grasmere village. You could actually get over to there's a Lyle road, goes around the other side there and goes up to chapel style sort of area. I've never been up there, like, but I know there is a road that nips over there. Grasmere Mere, or Grasmere Lake if you like, but it's not a lake, it's a mere. Which is right enough, like, I suppose. You know, you wouldn't call a mere cat a lake cat. Where you normally get the ice cream van parked, just in this car park here. Nice ice cream as well, nice ice cream van. Must make a fortune, whoever owns it, like, they must make an absolute killing. You know, I used to always stop for an ice cream there, whether it was in the car or on the motorbike, you know, when I was younger particularly, like. And this is Ullswater, I think. Could be part of Grasmere as well, like, it could be, it has to be. No, it is Ullswater, which is water, not a lake. You know, you wouldn't call a water closet a lake closet. Open my visor there just to have a look to see that the helmet camera's still working. Like, with the visor open I can see the red light flashing, but I can't see it flashing with the visor closed because of the moulding on the visor and the pin lock line, so I can't see it here, so I have to open the visor just to check that it's still working. Yes, who'd bloody motor vlog, eh? Honestly, what a pain in the backside it can be sometimes, pissing around with cameras and stuff, trying to get good footage, and even worse, trying to get good audio. I think I mentioned another motor vlogger, Carl Dutz. Like, he does a lot of stuff to make his audio good, and it is excellent audio, I have to say. You know what I mean? It literally sounds like he's overdubbed it. You know what I mean? It's the sound quality is that good. You know what I mean? But he obviously has some expertise when it comes to you know, getting rid of wind noise and stuff like that. His latest video, in fact, and you should check it out, you know, gives you a before and after comparison, you know, after he's edited it. Fucking hell, there goes my mouse. Edited it, that's what I'm trying to say. It's quite, you know, astonishing, you know, the difference between the raw footage and you know, what comes, or what he posts anyway. I'm kind of old school when it comes to audio. Like, I'm kind of, to be quite honest, it's more laziness than anything else. You know what I mean? I don't do this for money or anything like that. I'm just doing it for, you know, for the sake of it. Like, or is it just because I talk to myself a lot? Yes. I think we'll go up the struggle. This part of the struggles are a bit, you know, a bit of a pain, but you know, when you're in a car especially, you know, because you got to, you know, watch out for these bends, what's coming round them, you know. But once you're up, it's not so bad, or a bit further up. Like I say, around these bends, like, it's you never know what's coming the other way. There could be buses or anything, because the buses do come over here, like, sometimes. You've got this van coming up here as an example. You know, you don't want to meet him on one of them sharp bends. As I say, you know, it starts, pardon me, starts to open up now, where you can get a look ahead, you know what I mean. Just actually see whether there's any traffic coming, you know. Yo, must be referring to Cavendish. Somebody must have used some very good paint, very you know what I mean. Can't clear it off the road, because it was a long time since the Tour of Britain came up here. Like, Cavendish being the the sprinter cyclist from the Isle of Man. Looks nice over there though. I hope this footage is coming out alright, like, because it is starting to get a bit dark in the foreground here. Yeah. It almost feels like it's gonna rain. It has that little chill about it, eh? Obviously it's not, like, you know, it's just after having the sun on your back and then not having it on your back, and it just feels that chill, or that bit more chilly. Whoop. Go Cav go. Right. Wake up. Might as well have a stop here. Yeah. Fuck, bugger it. Let's get on there. Oops. That'll do nicely, sir. That'll do nicely. So, might as well stop and have a cigarette. So we'll see you shortly. Right, we're back. So I'll be calling it a day shortly. I'll just have a run down this side of Kirkstone Pass, and I'll probably say me goodbyes. Those three stones there, the one on the right hand side, that's the Kirkstone. Kirk being church, It looks like a church. Well, that's what they say anyway. But it has that sort of shape to it, you know what I mean? Shaped like the side of a house. And that's where Kirkstone Pass gets its name. Kirkstone, Churchstone Pass. Well, I think I've mentioned that before. That's a nice view down into Brothers Water there. And it's not a lake, it's a water. You wouldn't call a water vole a lake vole. What, my ears are popping? Oh god, my ears aren't half popping. Have to give me jaw a bit of a wiggle. But anyway, it's been a nice ride anyway. That's the main thing. I was taking some pictures up at the top there actually, and there was a guy from Bournemouth pulled up in his car. He says, "Do you want us to take a picture of you and your bike?" I says, "No, you're alright, pal. I don't want to ruin the photographs." But yeah, like I say, he was from Bournemouth. I was stopping in the Glenriddin Hotel. Nice hotel, the Glenriddin. He was warning them there's a lot of mosquitoes down here. Down at Ullswater. When I asked him where he was heading, he says, "Oh, just getting away from them bloody mosquitoes." Amazing. Oh, I love this bike, I really do. Such a great bike, the VFR. Like I say, not the most powerful bike, not the fastest bike, not the most technically advanced bike, but it is a sweet slot bike. This is Brothers Water. There's a bit of an old wives' tale about Brothers Water, that it was named after two brothers that drowned in it. I don't believe it, like, personally, but yeah. But you never know. Well, people, I think we'll call that the end of the video. I'll maybe do a montage as we head back along Ullswater. but the light seems to be getting a bit faded. Well, it isn't for me, but for yous. I can imagine under the trees and that it's going to be pretty dark, you know, with the ND filters that I've got on. And I never brought my ND filters with us to change them, so if you've been watching this video, it's much appreciated. I'm now up to 100 subscribers, so thank you very much for that. That is much appreciated. Like I say, when I started doing this, I never envisaged that I would get 100 subscribers. Yeah, it's brilliant. Well done. But yeah, so as I say, I'll maybe do a bit of a montage on the way past the lake and stuff, but other than that, ride safely, look after yourselves and the people that you love, and we'll see you again soon. So peace out.